10, 11, 12, they're talking about multiplying rational expressions, and when I multiply fractions, I got to keep in mind that I can cancel out my common factors. I usually like to just start with the numbers first because sometimes there's multiple variables in there that we can combine. So I'm just going to start and say, okay, I can reduce the 7 and the 14. 7 goes into here once and into 14 2 times. I'm then going to go ahead and multiply the top together and multiply the bottom together. And so on the top, 2 times 2 is 4. I've got a b to the 5th, and then I've got a c times another c, so that would be c to the 2nd power. On the bottom, I've got a c to the 3rd and a b squared, but because I like to line them up because I'm going to cancel, I'm going to switch them around, and I'm going to put the b squared first and the c to the 3rd. So they're in alphabetical order. Not that you have to do that, but it just makes it easier to see what you're doing. Then all I'm going to do is cancel out my common factors on my variable. I've got a b to the 5th and a b to the 3rd on the bottom, or b to the 2nd on the bottom. I can take out the b squared, which leaves me b to the 3rd. I've got a c to the 2nd on top, c to the 3rd on the bottom. I can take out the c squared, which leaves me a c to the 1st, or just c on the bottom. So my answer, I've got a 4b to the 3rd on the top and a plain old c on the bottom. And you can do all your canceling all the way at the beginning, but I find that people miss that extra variable that's sometimes smushed in there, and that's why I do it in that order. So I just start out, I'm going to do my numbers first. So the 2 and the 4 can be reduced down. 2 goes in there once, into there 2 times. The 5 and the 15 can also be reduced. 5 goes into 5 once and into 15 3 times. So on the top I'm going to have 3. I have a b to the 5th. And then I've got a y and a y squared. Y times y squared, y to the 3rd. On the bottom I've got a 2. And then I just have a plain b and a plain y, by. Canceling out my variables there. I've got a b to the 5th on the top and a b on the bottom. I can only take off one b, which leaves me a b to the 4th up on top. I've got a y to the 3rd on the top and a plain y on the bottom. Again, I can just take out one of my y's, which leaves me y to the 2nd on top. So my answer there would be 3b to the 4th y squared over 2. Number 12 then, if I'm going to simplify that, what do I want to do first? Okay, 2 goes into here once and into here 3 times.
And then the 5.
And then the 5 goes into 5 once and into 10 2 times. So on the top I'm going to have 2ax, and on the bottom I'm going to have 3ax squared, because there's an x and another x, right? So x and x would be x squared. So canceling on my variables, what can I cancel out of there? I can cancel out the a's, which means those are gone altogether.
And then just leave one bottom.
One x on the bottom. So my answer, 2 over 3x then. And the, oh no, not the last 3.